Welcome everyone to my channel. I'm going to take some time here to go through and show you my Zippo collection. We'll talk a little bit about date codes and different finishes and things like that. As of this recording, it's September 8th, 2021. So I don't have any really new ones from this year. I think I have one that I've picked up in the last month or so, and some of these have been ordered from Zippo. Some of them I picked up at Walmart, and I always check the checkout lines at Walmart. You can usually find some good Zippos. A lot of them though are going to be the ones kind of like this one here. It's just got a sticker over it. Nothing wrong with them. They are real Zippos. But you're not going to find, you know, something such as this one with an emblem attached to it. But if you want to get into collecting, that's a good place to start. And they usually run anywhere from just a cheap regular street chrome, about $9 and some odd cents before tax. You can get up into like some of the colors, such as this matte orange. That one you can pick up at Walmart. It's going to run you more along the lines of probably 14, 15 bucks. But we'll get into it. We'll look at some of the different finishes and talk a little bit about some of this stuff. To start off with, this is, so you have a normal Zippo everyone's seen, like that. That's your standard Zippo. This one happens to be brass. They also make a line called the Slim. The Slim was actually ordered from, I believe it's Lighter USA is the name of the company. They have really good deals on Zippos. So you can kind of see the size difference. One cool thing about this brass, let's go ahead and date it, is an F of 19. So basically 01 to present, you have a month and a year. They're really easy. These current Zippos are really easy to date. That F is going to be June. The 19 is 2019, so this one was built in June of 19. And the way that works with the letters, starting in January is A, ending in December is L. So A January, B February, C March. So with our brass here, F of 19, that's 2019, built June of 2019. One cool thing, side note on a brass, I believe this is a Marlboro lighter. One cool thing on the brass, look at that insert. I don't know if you can tell in the light. Now this lighter has been used. That is a brass insert. Now, there we go. That's a little better. When you go to your insert, you'll notice right above the word on the bottom, Zippo Made in USA, you'll see another date, E19. So the insert was made in May of 19. The case, June of 19. Now, that doesn't mean that you have a quote-unquote non-numbers matching Zippo. All that means is at the factory, Zippo made a bunch of brass inserts, made a bunch of brass cases, and in assembly they probably have a big box of each, and they just grabbed a brass insert, threw it in the brass case. There you go. Now, a lot of them you'll find they are the same date codes, the insert and the case. But if you get one that's mismatched, don't worry about that. Especially brand new in the package, it's not going to, you know that it came from Zippo that way, such as this one. This is a good example right here of a Walmart Zippo that you can find. They have really cool designs. It's going to come in a blister pack. You're not going to get the box, you know, like this. You will get that foam insert that holds it. You can tell by this one. I thought this one was really cool. So We the People with an American flag skull. Kind of looks to me like his eyebrows are an eagle flying. Could be. Right there it tells you blister on that barcode. So this is model 207 flag skull design blister. That just designates it's in this blister pack. It's not in a Zippo box. If you look at this one, this is the box for the Slim. 1607 Slim street chrome. So you got 33 Barber Street, Bradford, Pennsylvania. Look at this blister pack from Walmart with the skull. 33 Barber Street, Bradford, Pennsylvania. So don't let those Walmart Zippos scare you. I mean, they're good. They're real Zippos. It's just you're not going to get the box, and you can actually, you know, if you want to get into collecting, you don't want to spend a lot of money. It's cool just to walk into Walmart and go through their designs and look at the checkout line. That's where you'll find them. You can also go back to sporting goods. Usually they'll have that matte orange like I showed earlier, maybe a matte black. They're a little bit more expensive. They're about $14. Something like this design, you know, the skull design, it's going to be, you know, it's probably more like a $13, $14 lighter. But you can find them for, you know, $9 or $10. Just a basic lighter. Sometimes when they're that cheap, if you have a little extra money, buy two. You know, you get one to use and one to put up. So look at the Slim just a little more. Now you don't get the really good clink, that famous Zippo clink when you flip the Slim open. It's just the parts are smaller, I guess, and you don't get that very distinctive ping, I guess. But you can see the Slim smaller. Insert comes out the same way. So this insert, it's also going to be on the bottom. It's kind of diagonal cut on a Slim. Keep away from children. After filling, wipe lighter and hands before igniting. Lighter does not self-extinguish. Close lid to put it out. This one's got a little bit of dirt or something on it. I actually used this one. Trying to find the date code. It looks like H of 18. It's kind of hard to see. Let's look at the case. A of 19. So this is a January 2019 case. See, there you go. With an August of 18 insert. Like I said, that doesn't really mean anything, though. There's nothing that means that it's, you know, someone stuck the wrong insert in the wrong case. The factory did that. Now that finish on that Slim is street chrome. That's your basic finish. If you pick up the $9 full-size Zippo at Walmart, it's probably going to be a street chrome. It's kind of shinier. It's shiny. But you see all those looks like scratches. Now I say I've used that lighter. I haven't carried it in my pocket. I just filled it up, I think, once. Didn't really like it, me personally, so I just put it up. And that's the only Slim I have. But you kind of see like it's scratched up. It comes that way. It's supposed to look like you've carried it in your pocket for a while, but it's still shiny. That's a street chrome. With that being said, try to get you this next one is the one I've used the most. This is a 205 regular satin chrome. Okay. This is a satin chrome. It's almost got a dull look to it. And then, I don't know the correct name. Forgive me on that. I guess it's something like a high polish chrome. Is this guy. You can see my hand in that. It's like almost a mirrored finish chrome. Now this one has, you can see the scratches in it. That is a used lighter. That is my oldest Zippo right now. That is a true to life perspective of what the street chrome from the factory is trying to do. So that's scratched up from the factory. It's supposed to look like it's pocket carried, been used. This one, however, is scratched up just from age and being handled, but really that's how it would have looked. High polished. We'll take a look at this one. This is an older one, so like I said, it's going to be a little different as far as the date code goes. Reason being, it's a 2000. So this one is a C, and it says 2000 with an XVI Roman numeral. Starting in July of 1986 through 2000, that's the series you got, was a letter for the month, this one being C, which would be March, and then you would have the year stamp 2000 for this one, and then XVI, which would signify the year 2000 according to their date codes. Like I said, that's the oldest one I've got. It is used. I picked it up at a secondhand store. Got a pretty good deal on it. Let's check this insert because I really don't know. I can't remember. This one is a DXVI. So the insert is a month newer than the case. Again, sometimes they're matched, sometimes they aren't. You get that with the big Zippos, you know, the standard Zippo compared to the slim, that classic ping, that and every one of them's different. So you got that one, then you got this one. They all sound different, and all that is that cam right there pinging on this, that tab inside the lid. Like I said, they're all different, so that's all it is. And they all have, you know, each metal in and of itself is a little bit different, so they're gonna sound different. So real quick on the date codes, we'll get that out of the way. You've got, like I said, I'll bring this brass down here just because it's handy. By the way, quick note, this high polish chrome, it's just a finish. That is a brass slider, just like this one. It's just this one hasn't been finished with anything. It's just the brass. All Zippos are brass, with the exception of during World War II, during the 40s, they were made out of steel, and I can show you a replica of that. They were made out of steel because for the war effort, the country needed all the brass they could get to make cartridges, essentially. So kind of ties into with the same era when pennies weren't necessarily copper anymore. During that era, they were in the 40s, during World War II, they were steel or whatever they used. Same idea. And the way I can show you this, so that's a really nice high polished chrome, right? Check it out. You look down in the lid, I don't know if you can really tell on this one. See that down in there? That's brass. It's just plated. A good example of that, remember this matte orange we looked at a minute ago? Just check out the bottom. It's this lighter. It's just been coated. So this matte is an E of 18, May 2018. Oh, I can't open this one. This one still has the factory tape on the back. That's something I would recommend if you're collecting. That's a Walmart $14 sporting goods. So back to the date codes, real quick rundown. Starting in 1933, I wish I had a 33 or so replica. Early 30 Zippos were very squared off. They weren't rounded around the corners like these newer ones. From 33 to 57, they had patent numbers. And you can go to like Google Images and type in Zippo date codes, and it'll bring up some good charts to look at and kind of show you. So 33 to 57, you had patent numbers. Those old Zippos, like I said, I wish I had an early one, or an early replica at least. They were very rectangular. The corners weren't rounded off. You can see on the bottom of that high polished chrome in the middle, and that brass, very rounded corners. All right, so 1958 to 1965 was a series of dots. And however many dots you had is how many, or what year would correspond with. With that being said, it's kind of the way case knives do, with a series of dots and X's. Kind of the same concept, and it's just funny now that, you know, Case and Zippo are basically the same company, if you didn't know that. Here's a Case canoe. You see those X's above the Case double X and 2 below it? That's a date code for this knife. So 58 to 65 was a series of dots. 66 to 73 was a series of what I call tally marks. Just straight up lines, almost like a uppercase I. And you could look at however many tally marks you had, and that would tell you what year. 74 to 81 was a series of forward slashes. 82 to 86 was a series of backslashes. Starting in July of 86 to 2000 was a series of letters and Roman numerals, just like this 2000. So you got that C and the Roman numerals. Okay. So G of 1986, which would have been July, would have been the first of that series, whereas in 1986. So if we back up a little bit, June of 86 back would have been a series of backslashes all the way to 82, if that makes sense. And then 01 to present is like these. It's like we said, the easiest I think to date. You got a letter corresponding with the month, and you have the year. So F is June 2019 on that brass. So that's a little bit on finishes, date codes. Hopefully I didn't confuse you with the date codes. Like I said, you can go back and look. You can look on Google Images. Just type in Zippo date codes, and it'll give you a good understanding, really good charts on there you can look at. But we'll move along. I'll talk a little bit more about some of the different finishes and stuff, different styles. Like I said, a lot of these we can't look at the insert because they're still taped. If you're not going to use your Zippo, actually carry it in your pocket and use it every day or every other day, however much you use one. I wouldn't recommend opening them. Also, keep your boxes, you know, because like I said, if you ever went to sell one or trade it or something, that box is going to tell you exactly what it is. Something else too, try to keep, if you get them with that price tag sticker, keep that on there too. People are funny about things. So we'll check out this. This is an older one. It's a Walmart, I would imagine. H of 15. So that's in August 2015. That's a street chrome. I don't have the box for that one. This one is it has been fired. It's been used. I think I put a new wick in that one. H of 15. There you go. There's you a matching insert, matching case. H of 15. August. Here it's ping. I think this one don't ping well. Like I said, they're all different. Here goes another Walmart. It's like a deer hunter lighter or something. This one, when I got back into collecting Zippos, I picked this one up, started carrying it. It's a street chrome. It's got that sticker on it, just like the American flag. You always tell that street chrome, like I said, you can see those scratches on it. That's factory. I did carry this one in my pocket. Let's hear that ping on the deer hunter. This one has been fired, it's been used. So we've got A of 19 on the insert. In case, A of 19. There you go, another match. Here's another one, Walmart. That's the Zippo flame. If you look on this box, right there, the dot in the eye, that flame. Also, one note on the box, see those dots? It's supposed to be the chimney. Okay, that one's sealed. When I say chimney, for anyone that don't know, that's your chimney. See the dots? So that Zippo flame sticker, that's street chrome as well. If I can get my focus. A of 19. So that's January of 19. Zippo flame. I think that one's one of the pretty ones. It's one when you're standing in Walmart, it catches your eye and you grab it. Looks like I've got maybe one more sticker. This one, it is a sticker, but it's different. It's not the whole face like these. Like that's the whole face. This one's also a matte white. A little dirty. I've had them in a display case, but dust build up. I don't know what you call that one. I do have the blister packs for all these, but I haven't dug them out. Like I said, if you'll keep your blister pack just like the skull, it will tell you on the back. 207 flag skull design. I don't know what they call that one. It's something like a tree of life, yin yang or something. Again, so you got your matte white, right? It's brass. They're all brass. H of 19. So we got August of 2019 on this tree of life or yin yang, whatever they call it. It's pretty cool. Right here is an unused brass, exact same as my other brass. Just out of curiosity, this one that I use, F of 19. This one, F of 19. So it's the same. And remember, if you get the brass, that's the brass insert. Like I said, the ones you don't use, keep that tape on the back, that sticker, that orange sticker. This one didn't have a price tag. I believe this one's a Marlboro. Honestly, I believe both those brass are a Marlboro. You can, you know, where you can save points or whatever, and it'll tell you. Let's check that sticker on the back. 204B regular brass. I I'm not sure what all that means. FNBRS/SB. I could probably figure that out, but we don't have time to mess with it right now. Here's your matte black, kind of the sister to the matte orange. Just think about collecting Zippos. I mean, there's a matte white with the yin yang, there's your matte orange. There's so many different finishes. Also, this one has the Zippo letters on the bottom of it, on the bottom of the case, whereas this orange one doesn't. You can get a whole series of matte that are plain like the orange. You can get a whole series of matte finish that have the Zippo on the bottom. E of 19, that's May of 19. On that matte black. Now here, this next one I'm going to show you, I want to say that it is a I don't believe it's a street chrome. I believe it may be a high polish as well. And it has a sticker on it. Just like, say, this one. Alright, full face sticker. Check this out. But this one isn't a $14 lighter. It's one of my more expensive ones. It's a Marine Corps lighter. $27.95 from Zippo. It says God, Country, and Corps. You can tell how shiny that is. That's why I say I almost believe that one may be a high polish like the 2000. E of 19. So that's May 2019. That's a nice lighter right there. Like I said, that's one of my more expensive ones. Moving along. Okay, so that was $27.95. I'm gonna leave him right there. Also, note, see that United States Marine Corps up top in the case? That white piece? Here's your standard brass we just looked at. Just says Made in USA. If you get a specific lighter a lot of times, like this Marine Corps one, it'll have, you know, it'll say something like whatever it is, like the Marines. Here's another $27.95. We looked at it a little bit ago. It's sticker's trying to come off, but that one's an Emblem. That is a street chrome. See how scratchy it is on the finish? But that is an Emblem glued to it. Let's see what they call this one. 29101 Arrowhead Emblem. We have H of 16, August of 16, tape on the back, sticker on the front for the price. That's an Emblem lighter. You get so many different emblems. Here's another sticker. It's a little more expensive, like a Halloween design. That was $26.95. I think they call that like a jack-o'-lantern or something. We'll look at it. So we got I of 14, September of 2014. That one still got the tape. Think of that tape like a seal. You know, if you went to buy something like a bag of chips, the seal's broke, you ain't gonna want to buy it. Same with Zippo collectors. $28,439 Scary Jack-o'-lantern. If any of y'all are in any of the Zippo groups on Facebook, I think I showed that one last year on a Halloween theme or something. It's another good representation while you're looking there. That you see that jack-o'-lantern, see the brass down there on the Zippo on the bottom. The other two are plated, completely covered, although they're all brass. Like I said, unless you get a World War II, an actual 1940 something World War II military issue Zippo, they're going to be brass. Those old ones were steel. And while we're on that subject, we'll go ahead and show you this one. This is a 1941 replica Black Crackle. It's probably one of my favorites. $27.95. Notice the 1941 replica tag up here. Okay, we're going to look at this one a little bit. Now this one, tape on the back. H of 18, August of 18. See that patent number down there? Look at the word Zippo directly in the middle. Let's get this new brass again. Look at the word Zippo on it. No patent number. No, manufacturing company. So this is the 1941 Black Crackle. This is what the military would have been issued. I want to say they even use steel instead of brass on this replica. I have not opened this one. I'm not going to look. But that Black Crackle stuff, I don't know what it was. It was maybe some kind of like tar that hardened up or something. It was to keep, the lighters. It was a preservative to keep that steel from rusting on the sailors and soldiers that would have used them during World War II. Because they couldn't use brass. They had to, all the brass had to go to the war effort to make cartridges and other things, whatever they needed. Also, look at the shape of that. Let's get our brass buddy back out here. Slightly different shape. From 1941. It was a little bit, almost looks a little wider. Maybe looks a little stumpier in a way. Like I said, I really wish I had a early 30s, 30s to 50s to show you that big, wide, tall, almost rectangular shape the early Zippos had. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorites, the 1941 replica Black Crackle. Awesome. This one here, 1995, they call that something. It's something similar to the Black Crackle. It's like almost supposed to feel like a granite rock or something. Ironstone 211. It's the texture, and if you feel that, if you ever went out and picked up like a piece of granite rock out of your driveway, the gravel, that texture it has, that's kind of what that feels like, this ironstone. G of 18, so July of 18 on the ironstone. This one, I believe, is the most expensive one I have. $29.95. It's a high polish as well. E of 15, so that's May of 15. It's sealed as well. I'm not going to open that one. You look on the back though, almost a mirror. These high polish, if you get one to use, that's fine. But just keep in mind, it's going to turn into like a street chrome in your pocket. It's going to scratch it all to pieces. But that may be what you like. That's fine. Let's see what this one's called. It's got a sticker on it, but it's almost like that. It's got cutouts in it all through, so you still see the polish on the lighter itself. You can see the light catching it. Zippo Shield 28968. Got that Zippo flame right in the middle. This one right here is really neat. You can get this one at Walmart. I'm pretty sure this one's a Walmart. It's a almost like an engraved. That may be like a filigree, they call it. I'm not sure. I've got the blister pack somewhere, but that one's still sealed. B of 18, so we got a February of 18 on this one. Pretty neat. If you can get all that scroll work. An American classic. Yes, it is. I like the old stuff, Zippos, case knives. This right here is another Marlboro. It's kind of similar to the one I just showed you, but they call this iced paisley, I believe. Has scroll work on it, almost laser etched maybe, not really engraved. And the camera may not do justice on this one. This one's an E of 19, May of 19, sealed. So it's both sides, and they call it iced because it's almost like when you rub your finger over that etching, you don't feel it. It's almost like the clear coat on your paint on your car. That's the iced paisley. Like I said, you can get that one on Marlboro. $29,431 iced paisley. Even the bottom is kind of coated in something. I mean, that's a brass lighter, but just a few more, guys. Here's one. Notice the tag up there, Live Nation. Leonard Skinner. It says copyright 2015 on the bottom there. Fly On Ink. I don't know what that is. Probably whoever designed the picture. K of 18. So we got a November 18 here. Sealed. I don't know how much that one cost. It was a gift. This one right here is really pretty. This one was a gift as well, so they pulled the tag off up there, the price tag. That's okay, that happens. This one is one of those stickers. I mean, you can kind of see it up here in the top left where the red edge is. But this one they did really nice. It's probably almost like a metallic sticker. You can see it catching the light in the top right. E of 16. Taped. You'll notice too, these brass, they're just smooth on the bottom along the edges here. And that's just, you can run your finger over it. There's no edge. Compared to one of these that's been coated with something, you know, like I showed you. It's almost recessed down in there where that orange coating is overlaid on the brass. So this one's neat too. It is a black crackle, but it's a black crackle with an emblem. Now it's not a 1941 like the other one, the wartime replica, but maybe you can get a better picture here since they both look alike. This emblem on the right is it's a modern design, whereas the 1941 replica, you can tell it's just shaped different. Also notice on the 41 you get the old, because it's a replica, you get that old stamp and everything. See the way that Zippo is made on the bottom there, the way it's stamped. Look at the top Zippo on this emblem here. Your word Zippo on the bottom, you know, this is a modern one. If it'll focus. So, you know, that's what you're going to get. That one's A of 17 while we're looking at it, January of 17. It also, you notice it's got that recession where they've laid the black crackle over. This one, not so much. That thing is smooth almost. But you'll notice the way the Zippo is written. Look at the bottom one here. You got the flame in the eye down here. Like I said, that's an emblem. That's actually glued on there. I don't know how much that one cost either. I can't remember. That one may have been a gift. If anyone's watching this and you want to get a Zippo collector a gift, just leave all the stickers on it. He don't care what you paid for it. She don't care what you paid for it. They want those stickers. Here's another Marlboro. This one's kind of neat. I think this one's antique copper. Yep. 301 FB, regular antique copper. It's a very smooth finish. D of 19, April of 19, it's taped. I guess it's supposed to have that look of, like, you know, it's not shiny, it's aged, antiqued copper. This one I found on accident here. That's an antiqued brass. Same concept. It's supposed to, you know, it's brass, but it's supposed to look antiqued, you know, compared to our regular brass, you know. You just kind of tell the difference. C of 17, so we got a March of 17 here taped. I would be curious to see what that insert looks like, being an antiqued brass. I would be curious if it is a brass insert, you know. But there you go, folks. Appreciate you watching my video. I know it went a little long. I didn't intend it to go this long, but I've got a few more lighters laying around. These are just the ones I had in my little display case and kind of wanted to make a video. There are some good YouTube videos out there going over Zippo collections, but you don't see very many in my experience. But I like what, you know, if you're a Zippo collector, I like seeing what everybody else has. If you know, if you collect Zippos, tell me down in the concept or in the comments, tell me what your favorites are and things like that. But like I said, I appreciate everybody watching. We do just random stuff on this channel right now. Do a little bit of historical stuff. Like I said, I like old stuff. Zippos, case knives. I might do a pocket knife video, I don't know. There you go. There's your case canoe. But like I said, now I don't know how long it's been that way, but Case and Zippo are actually the same company now. So appreciate you watching. If you haven't, like and subscribe. I do gun videos some too, so a little bit of everything. Thank you.